What did the pirate say to the owner of the chum bucket? Ye walk in the plankton. Get it? Because the owner of the chum bucket is plankton. Never mind. I'm here till Thursday. This is Chris with Platinum Reviews, and we have the newest review for Spongebob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake on PlayStation 5. So not only did you witness the worst joke of all time, but you're about to witness the greatest SpongeBob review of all time. That's all I can do, and that's all I will give you, is the greatest. So, without further ado, we'll jump into it, but don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It means a bunch to me. Let's jump into the review. In The Cosmic Shake, SpongeBob gets magical bubbles that when he blows a bubble with those bubbles, I've said bubbles quite a bit, he can grant wishes. SpongeBob, being SpongeBob, grants too many wishes, causing chaos. Bikini Bottom is sent into shambles as people and buildings from Bikini Bottom goes to different universes. It is up to SpongeBob to travel across the multiverse to rescue all of his friends and save Bikini Bottom. Now, we've been getting quite a bit of multiverse stuff in media recently with like Everything Everywhere All at Once, Spider-Man Nowhere Home, Doctor Strange. Multiverse stuff has been popping up a lot recently, so why not video games, right? I actually don't mind multiverse stuff. I think it's pretty cool that you can play into these different areas, and SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake is no different. It handles it pretty cool because not only are you going to these different worlds, but there are different universes in the sense of you're now in a medieval times, you're now in old Western times. It's pretty cool, and SpongeBob gets different costumes for these places, different music, which we'll touch base on the music in a little bit, but I like these different areas, and I actually kind of enjoyed the story. The story was lighthearted, it was funny. There were a few times where there was a few loopholes and stuff that was like, oh, okay, you know. But other than that, it wasn't a bad story. I didn't mind it at all, and for a SpongeBob SquarePants game, it was actually pretty decent. Now, if you've played SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, then you're going to know how this game plays. It plays exactly the same, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because I did enjoy Battle for Bikini Bottom. Now, one thing I will say is there's a lot of things in the game that are kind of repetitive, like sliding, for example. There's a lot of moments where you're going to be sliding in the game, a lot of levels that it's just kind of rinsed concepts. So it's something that you do in a level, you go to the next level, you're doing the exact same thing. They just overuse some concepts quite a bit, which is kind of annoying, but overall it's still fun and lighthearted. I did have a lot of technical issues with the game, however, and we'll kind of discuss that more towards the end of the review, but the game is a very, very buggy mess, which is unfortunate. Now, there are a lot of other things you do with the game. There's a lot of replayability with SpongeBob The Cosmic Shake. You collect gold doubloons as you play, which gives you costumes. And these costumes, there's a wide variety of costumes that you can get. But you cannot unlock all the costumes at once. You have to collect these gold doubloons. Some of them you're unable to get until you get a new ability. So as you play the game and you go through these levels, you unlock these new abilities. You can then go back to these previous levels and do things that you were unable to do before to collect these gold doubloons or complete side quests. Now, the game's not too long. If you're just focusing on bypassing everything and just focusing on the story and not really collecting stuff, I'd probably say the game's about a 6 to 8 hour campaign. It's not that long, but you're going to want to explore, or at least I did. And if you're exploring and trying to get everything, it's going to go up in probably about 20 hours, 25 hours. I haven't collected everything yet. Unfortunately, playing the game before it comes out, you don't have any guides, so you just have to figure everything out for yourself. So there's that. I'm also hopefully going to be releasing videos that show collectible locations and stuff like that. There's just so many games coming out, so don't hold your breath, but I would like to release some collectible videos for SpongeBob. Music really quick. I actually liked the music in the game. Every level had music that flowed really well with it. So if you're in a Western level, you get Western type music. If you're in a medieval level, you're going to get medieval type music. The music was really good and they did a great job with it. Graphics, I like the graphics too. I didn't really have any issues with it, minus some technical issues, which let's go ahead and jump into all the technical issues I had. Now, we'll try and touch base on all the technical issues. There's a lot, so I might have missed one or two in what I'm about to say, but I'm going to have a lot of them on screen as well, so you can kind of go along with me, if you will, and see all the issues that I had. If it wasn't for these technical bugs, I would probably be giving the game a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. So it's possible as the game gets patched that we're going to have a lot better game than what we got right now. Now, there's issues with audio bugs. I had multiple audio bugs where the sounds would like cut off, so somebody would be like, Squidward would be like Spongebob, but it would cut off and be like Sponge. And so I'm like, oh, okay. I had issues multiple times when the game would autosave, the game would freeze, and it would probably take like 5 to 10 seconds of like massive frame rate drops. Like the game would just bomb for probably 5 to 10 seconds. There was one time where I think it was like 30 seconds and I was like, did my game freeze? Nope, it was just because it was saving. So I had to happen pretty much 5 to 6 times on every level, so it was pretty bad. Atrocious load times. The game takes a very long time to load, probably about a minute between levels, and I feel like it's like a PS3 game with how bad the load times are. I'm on PS5, like, why are you loading that bad? I had button input lag to where you'd press a button and nothing would happen, and you'd have to like press it 2 or 3 times and then be like, oh, that's what you're trying to do. Super annoying. I had times where SpongeBob would repeat the same line over and over again. He would say, sticky sweet, sticky sweet, sticky sweet. And I told my wife, I said, if he says sticky sweet one more time, sure enough, SpongeBob said it again. So there is so many technical issues. And like I said, I might not have named them all, but I'm going to show quite a bit on screen. And that really, really hinders this game from being better than what it was currently at the time that I reviewed it. SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake is a love letter to SpongeBob fans. If you are a fan of SpongeBob, I highly suggest getting this game. If you have kids who enjoy SpongeBob, I suggest getting this game for them. They'll enjoy it and you will enjoy it. Now, like I said, there are technical issues that really hinders this game from being better than what it was, and I definitely think it's stuff that's going to be patched in the future. So if you get this game either at launch, maybe they're going to patch it by then, or if you get the game a few weeks from now, hopefully they'll have some stuff patched and the game will run a lot better than what it's running at currently. I would give SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake a 7.5 out of 10. Now, if you guys have any questions about the game, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm hoping to do some walkthrough videos, but February and January is just an onslaught of video games, so it probably won't happen. But I have a lot of stuff saved and recorded, so maybe. We'll see. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It means a bunch to me, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, follow me on Twitter. I post goofy stuff all the time, and I do giveaways and stuff, so that's always fun. This has been Chris with Platinum Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. As always, keep getting those trophies, and I'll catch you on the next review.